Yeah.
You managed to watch any of the DVD?
No.
No. So how would you say you were on a scale of 1 to 10 in readiness with homework, where 1 was done nothing and 10 was done everything?
Not really good. About 5.
Okay, that's halfway.
I've done my best.
That's all you can do. And how about mentally and physically? How we're feeling today? Raring to
good.
go. So we'll say where 1 is probably can't be bothered and 10 is absolutely raring to go like a coiled spring.
10 because I want to get it off and I'm done with, so I'm ready for it.
Excellent. Good answer. So I mean, there's all manner of things affect, how it goes. Depends on how it's got at work.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a bit more pleasant working environment on a day like today than it was the last time when it was red hot.
Yeah. I've been falling to sleep all day. I've had to go to the toilets and wash my face.
Is that a hard partying weekend that caused that?
Probably. I went to see him at Escape to watch a match last night.
All right.
Football match.
That was a good game, wasn't it?
I didn't get in well like 10 o'clock and that's normally the time I'm going to bed, not coming in at.
Right.
So.
Yeah, my daughter, Steph, was always in bed asleep by 10 o'clock. If she had to stay up till like 10:30, 11 o'clock, she was no good for 2 days.
Yeah, I'm saying. I'll be
again.
going to bed at 8:30 tonight.
So what sort of area do you think we're going to look at? Basic junctions today? Are you still okay to do that?
Yeah.
Cool. What sort of area do you think we might need for that? Or what sort of area would you prefer to do it on?
I'd prefer to do it round that park where we're near mine.
Okay.
Because it's quiet there actually, there's not many cars up there.
Yeah. I mean, the side streets are fairly quiet.
Yeah.
The only issue is when you come to the end of it, can you see very well at the junctions? So I had a little look. I mean, we'll have a little investigate.
Yeah.
So obviously you want somewhere where there's not too many cars.
Yeah, yeah.
The issue for junctions is that we need to be able to see clearly on the run in. Eventually we'll do dead complicated junctions, but we'll have a little trundle around it before we start.
Yeah.
Make sure that's something we're happy with. But obviously the less traffic there is, the better really in these early stages.
Yeah.
We'll build up to doing busy junctions like this one fairly soon. Because although it looks dead busy and there's tons and tons of traffic, there's not that many of these cars that are actually affecting us.
No, yeah.
We probably could have gone that way, but I'm not 100% sure that it's the best way to go. So
Yeah.
there's a little circular, well not circular, but a little square route quite close to where you live that might be alright, but we'll have a look at it and see what you think.
Yeah.
So what do you think's caused that? Yeah, maybe he's just forgotten.
Yeah.
Oh, he's remembered now. But how do you think that would have been if there'd been some poor soul at that junction waiting to pull out? That might have been a bit of an issue, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So it just shows you can't always depend on what people are indicating to be right. So let's imagine you with the driver sat at that junction and he's coming up the road like that. His signal says that he's turning off, doesn't it? So you'd maybe think you were going to be safe to pull out.
Yeah.
But what would tell you that maybe it wasn't safe, do you think?
He's not slowing down.
That's it, speed. Yeah. So that's a bit of a clue as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I reckon there's a... Oh, go on, sorry.
No, go on.
Well, I reckon there's a square that runs around here that might work all right. We'll have a little look. Make sure you see what you think. I'll do the first lap. So I reckon this square route that runs around here might work for us. We'll have a little trundle around it and see. The only thing that was sort of sticking in my mind thinking, might not be as suitable is that you probably know everybody around here.
I don't know. I don't think I know many people up this bit.
Oh, they were alright then. Is this your street at the bottom?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
If you go round it, it comes out of that street.
All right.
So it's not that big.
Well, that might work quite well for us. What do you think?
Yeah.
Gives us the chance to practice going past parked cars as well. We wanted to do that last week, but they all pulled away, didn't they? Turn left down here, can't we? It's not too bad. The traffic will die down in a minute when everybody gets home.
Yeah.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
Well, we can try it. If it doesn't work, we can always move somewhere else. What I'll do is I'll just shuffle back out of the driveway. One thing that we're looking for when we come to park at the side of the road is somewhere safe, legal and convenient. Safe is where you're not breaking the law, close to junctions, that kind of stuff. Convenient, obviously you wouldn't want to block their name, they just get annoyed, won't they?
Yeah.
Legal, obviously not breaking the laws. Safe, so you're not creating an issue for somebody else. Legal, not breaking any laws.
Yeah.
Convenient, not inconvenience anybody. Shall we swap seats?
Yeah.
La 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 la. Oh. I was just going to say, do you know those people? All those bits and pieces of sheets I gave you before, what we've done is we've put that all into one book.
Oh yeah.
So it makes life a bit easier.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a... leave your seatbelt just for now. Let's make ourselves comfy, see what we've got. We'll come to that in a second. There's a big sigh. Done that one, that was last week's, wasn't it? Cool. Cool. Yeah. Well, obviously when we're doing this, we're going to go back to doing, because you're doing it all the time, the gear change and stuff that we did last week. So we're always building up in little steps, and we're always working on stuff so that it just gradually gets better and better and better.
Yeah.
That's good. Gets pedal to the tyres. Starting went really well. Yeah. How did you... Because when you think about it, on that hill, that was quite steep, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think you thought you were going to be able to do it.
No.
It was dead easy, wasn't it? Afterwards. It's because you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Cool. Splendid, splendid, splendid. So now that you're finished with them, you can either save them as souvenirs, or chuck them away, or whatever you like, really.
Like a bit folders where the rest of my college stuff is.
Splendid. So, there's loads of questions on here, isn't there? We'll come to that one in a bit. So, hazard drill. What do you think we mean by that? Any idea?
I did read it. I forgot.
That's okay, doesn't matter. But yeah, well, let's have a... where am I? Wrong piece of paper. So if we're coming along here and we're going to turn into that road there, what do you think the dangers are?
Bikes, people,
Yeah.
other cars.
Yep. Anything else? So if you're coming along there and you're going to turn in there, is there anything else there on the diagram that causes you a problem, do you think?
I don't know.
How about this lot? What will they do, do you think?
Stop you from seeing that car.
That's right, so we've got to deal with what we can see,
Yeah.
but also what we can't see. So you're always basing your decisions on that. You know, where it's wide open, you can think you can probably tell whether you can go from miles back.
Yeah.
Like if you're turning in there, you'll be able to see clearly. But
Yeah.
here, we've got to just take things into account because there could be a car hidden there, couldn't there?
Yeah.
So you would need to adjust your speed accordingly. So the routine that we're going to use, this hazard drill that we call it, it's MSM, mirror signal manoeuvre.
Yeah.
But we'll break the manoeuvre down into position, speed, gear and look. So like say for example, we are going to go left at the end of this road. So looking back from here, I can tell with my experience how I'm going to approach it. But how fast do you think you'd go up to that one? How much can you see?
Can't say nothing really.
So what sort of speed do you think?
10 miles an hour.
Maybe even less.
Yeah.
So what you've got to have time to do, we're trying always if we can, is to keep the car rolling. So we need time to do our observations. So when we get up to the end of there, we're slowing right the way down, checking if it's safe to go, off we go.
Yeah.
Now, do you know what all these signs mean? What do you think that one means?
You can turn right,
That's it.
left.
There's a junction on your left. The
Yeah.
triangle's always a 1. How about
Yeah.
that one?
There's junctions on both
That's
sides.
it. How about that one?
Junctions, it's like one of them, like
Yeah.
straight down both.
That's it. Crossroads.
Yeah.
What about that one?
You can't turn left.
That's it. Good. That one.
Is that, you can't go down there at all?
That's it. No entry. Well done.
I ain't a clue, I've never
That's
seen
a
it.
T junction, but it means that the wide road's that way, so the T junction's probably there. So that one would indicate that we're probably on the main road, and that's the side road.
Yeah.
And the same. Again, that's the opposite. So who's responsible for safety when we're doing this, do you think?
Doctor.
Yes, please. Ta.
No.
Yep, the driver. But other people should do their thing, and if they do it right, everything's okay.
Yeah.
But we just saw following that van up the hill. Was he doing it right?
No.
So he could cause us a problem, couldn't he? So you would look at that vehicle and you would make a decision based on what you can see, but you would also be fairly wary, and there's other factors that come into play sometimes. Like here, you know, if we're approaching here and that guy looks over his shoulder and then starts to move, he's seen you. This guy here, if he doesn't look before he's walking that way, he's probably going to jump out.
Yeah.
But if he has looked, he might not.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of information to take in, but there's not always like that roundabout where I said, you know, it doesn't always mean that because there's such a lot of traffic, it doesn't all affect us, because the ones that are way here, the ones that are over here going that way, well, they're not affecting us.
Yeah.
The ones here going that way aren't affecting us.
Yeah.
Coming this way, they're not. It's only really the traffic coming that way. So it's learning to just prioritise who has priority, who doesn't.
Yeah.
This kind of junction, so if we're coming down here, that's a different thing. Oh, it's a bit like this junction here.
Yeah.
How fast do you think you might be approaching that one?
20 miles per
Yeah,
hour.
maybe a little quicker than the one at the end. What gear do you think you might use?
2.
Yep, 2's a good idea. How about at the end of the road? If we're a bit slower than that,
1.
we might need 1. Sometimes you can get round into. So what we do is mirror, signal, position, speed. So we adjust our speed first. Then we take the gear that's right for that speed. So if we're coming up the end of this road here and we're in 4th gear, we know it's a 1st gear junction. There's no point in going down through the gears on the way in. You just wait till the end and just drop it straight into 1st.
Yeah.
Here, probably about where their gate is, you would put it into 2nd, clutch comes back up, and then you're ready just to steer around the corner. So we just get used to this routine, our hazard drill. So this one, oops, is like the one at the end.
Yeah.
We get sometimes a give way sign, and that's a give way line. What do you
Yeah.
think that means?
That triangle.
Yep, all these double dotted lines
Oh.
and the triangle.
No cars can go that way.
Not quite. We're coming up here, we have to give way to the traffic on this road.
Yeah.
That one, we have to stop.
Yeah.
So you must bring the car completely to a stop.
Yeah.
How about that one?
Stop anyway.
Yeah, it depends. If you're not sure, if there's no road markings, we treat it as though it is a giveaway, and then just wait and see what happens when we get there.
Yeah.
Here you can see, from this one, well, it's not like this junction at all. You can see for miles.
Yeah.
You might even get away with second gear there. This one, how much can you see?
Not much.
So I'm probably going to slow down. You might even have to stop.
Yeah.
So it's always just based upon what we see. So we check, have a look, try and get an idea on the way in, mirror and signal, so we'll let people know what we're going to do. So if we're going left at the end, where do you think you might signal on this road?
Just after that second
That's it.
turn in.
Why would you do that?
So people don't think you're going in there.
Brilliant. It's all fairly straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, and again, if you were taking the second turning on the left, you'd wait till you got past the first one. So we don't want to give confusing signals.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a go at these basic junctions. What do you think success would feel like? What do you think it'll feel to get it right? What do you think you need?
What? I don't know.
So, if we're coming up to this junction at the end,
Yeah.
we're going to approach it. We're going to go mirror, signal, position,
Yeah.
speed, gear. Look, if it's clear, we're going to go. So how do you think that'll pan out? What would you think you would measure success as? Remember we did on the hill start, you said, oh, everything was smooth, so you weren't banging on the brake and stuff.
Keep calm.
Well, the one thing to remember always in these situations here, I have these,
Yeah.
and I can move there, so
Yeah.
nothing can happen to you. Nothing can go wrong. And if it does go wrong, it's my fault.
Yeah.
Because that's what my job is, to keep you safe while you're doing this.
Yeah.
Do you want to just have a go?
Yeah, can do.
Now, what I'll do is, the first time we do it, I'll talk you... Well, there's a few ways we do it. We can either just let you have a go. I can talk you through it. I can show you and talk you through it. What would you prefer?
I don't know. Let me do it.
Right.
Or, like, if I'm doing something wrong, then tell me straight away.
Oh, sure. Okay. When you're ready.
Right,
Is that well remembered?
yeah, I've done it for ages.
Have a little play with it. So you get the feel of it again. Nothing wrong with that. Good.
Oh, God,
That's it. Well done. Just before we move off, what do we do? What do you
Signal.
reckon? Should he signal, do you think? It's hard to say, isn't it? Because he's pulling up
Yeah.
right behind us. If you're not sure, put a signal on.
Where's that silver car going?
Alright, are we going before him or after him?
After.
Okay.
While he's turning, so
That's it, well done.
I'll go.
That's it. Quick check in the blind spot.
Oh, yeah.
And off we go. In the second gear when you feel ready. So we're going left at the end of this road. So what do we do first?
Mirrors.
That's it. And then slow down to a speed that you feel is comfortable for the junction. What gear do you think we might need here?
1.
Okay. Still braking. Can we go?
Oh. Yeah.
That's it. Ready to go. Not too much gas. That's it. It's not bad for a first go. And then, what do you reckon we should go through here at a speed at? What does this look like? Do you think this is about the right speed?
Yeah.
Because we can stop if somebody does come, because they haven't parked very well there, have they?
I know.
That's good. So we're going to approach at a speed where we feel comfortable we can get through, but you're ready to stop if you need to.
Yeah.
Think we need another gear? What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice, well done.
Oh, God.
And again, looking around the corner, keep your speed at a speed that you feel comfortable with. Can we get past here okay, do you think?
Yeah.
That's exactly the right speed. Now we're going to go left at the end of this road. Once we're in this gap, there's nowhere else for us to go. So mirror and signal.
Oh.
That's it, right foot over the brake. Now as we get to the last little bit, just start to steer around the corner, and just before you stop, push the clutch down. That's it, clutch down.
Oh.
That's okay. So what we're trying to do here is we're just trying to tuck the nose in.
Yeah.
So if you let the brake go, I think we're on a bit of a hill. Steer around to the left a little. And bring us to a stop there. So, handbrake neutral.
And right.
And we'll start the engine. So it's just on that last little bit, we're just tucking the nose in, clutch goes down in the first, then we're ready to go.
Yeah.
Start the engine when you're ready. So if you have a look now, that van's parked over there. That doesn't help us, does it?
No.
He's thankfully moved. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just creep forward, checking if we can go or not. Remember when we did that, where we were just moving ever so gently,
Yeah.
controlling the speed? That's what we need to do here. So we're going to move forward I can't even say it, slowly, so we can get a good look, and then decide if we want to go or not.
Right. So I don't need to find my bike again, I didn't.
Into first.
First.
That's well done. And then handbrake ready. If the car moves too fast, just push the clutch down a little. Checking right and left. Can we go?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course you can. Well done. Now then, what do you think's happening here?
Do it.
3-point turn.
Yeah.
So what should we do you think?
Stop.
Yeah. So gently braking. Clutch down just before you stop.
Oh.
Handbrake neutral. And then we'll just wait. Now you see our friend in front of us here?
Yeah.
He's just waiting patiently, isn't he?
Yeah.
Everybody can remember what it feels like to learn to drive.
Yeah.
And the vast majority of people will wait. You get the odd idiot who won't. Get ready to move off when you're ready. That's it, well done. Worked it out for yourself. And don't forget our blind spot. That's it. Just in case somebody was coming off one of those drives.
Yeah. Am I going round again?
Yeah, stay the same route. In a second, whenever you're ready. So again, we're going to do the same thing here. As we get to the end, we're going to just tuck the nose of the car in, gently braking, clutch down, and we'll go into first. And we'll stop whether
Do
there's
I
somebody...
need to signal?
You do.
Stop.
And we'll stop whether there's somebody coming or not. So just tuck the nose of the car in, so you can follow the curve round. Clutch down, in, right the way down, into first. So that's you now ready to go. So
Right.
you set the car up on the way in. If there wasn't anybody about, you could just go set the gas, find them out, and round you go.
Right.
It's good practice to stop and start.
Yeah.
Once you're sure it's clear, off you go.
But did I put my handbrake?
Nope, okay.
No.
You have now though.
Oh God.
It was off and you pulled it on. But that's
I
fine.
forgot what I did to start. I was just on brake.
A
On.
lot of things to think about. So don't worry if something that you were already doing
Yeah.
doesn't go quite the way it did before, because that's fine, that's normal.
Yeah. Should I put it into gear 2?
What do you reckon? Do it if you
Yeah.
think it's right. Go on then. Well done. So again, based on what you can see, some things that you can't see, what do you think there might be here that you might not be able to see just yet?
Car.
Yeah. Anything might be behind the car? Any idea?
Car.
Kiddies?
Kids.
Yeah. That's nice. This is the right speed, so you can cope with no matter what happens here. You can stop or you can go, either way.
Yeah.
We'll go left at the end of the road. That's it, good. So we'll do the same thing again. Right foot over the brake as you're coming in. Follow the line of the curb around. Whiz the steering around. Clutch down, into first. That's fine, no wrong with that.
Okay.
Can we go?
Yeah.
Off you go when you're ready. So we're just checking.
Oh.
Nearly. So, we've stalled, handbrake neutral. Start the engine. And the one thing that we always do, if we've stalled, once we've got handbrake neutral, start the engine, deep breath.
Right, my steering wheel's upside down. Check.
That's it, good, well done.
Oh, I fingered it first.
That's okay, no, you're right. So because you've took the nose in to begin with, it makes life much easier coming out. So we're in the lap.
Yeah.
That's it. Take loads of time, you've got loads more time than you think. So we're going to go left at the end. That's good. Well done. I'll show my face. I'll let you do it this time.
No, it's alright.
So this situation, we're always coming in with our right foot over the brake, because that's the most likely pedal to use. Just before you stop, clutch down. So you feel it starting to go like,
Yeah.
that's telling you it wants to clutch down. So at that point, you drop it into first gear, and you're ready to go.
Okay. I'll put it in the first gear.
Again, difficult to see, so creep forward.
Oh!
Alright. That's fine. You were on top of it. Job's a good one. And follow the road ahead. That's nice, well done.
I'm getting better with the pedals.
Of course you are. It's just practice, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh!
Helen, what do you reckon?
Move! My brother's mates.
He's giving you a right filthy look now, isn't he? Oh, you bloody people out. But he wasn't paying attention, was he?
No. I always do press on Ryan's arm when there's kids in front of us.
Well, that's the proper use of the horn, to let people know that you're there, because he obviously didn't know. So, same thing again. Let's see how we do this time. Excellent. That's okay. What's wrong with that? What gear do we need?
1.
That's it.
Oh, I've lost my pedal. Oh, car.
That's okay.
Idiot.
Has that him giving you abuse there?
Yeah, it will be.
That's good. That's good. So, again, what do you think might improve that? In fact, I tell you what, let's find a convenient place to stop.
We'll stop.
You tell me.
Oh, no.
What does that mean?
There. That's better.
That's wonderful.
A bit.
So, if I was going to say to you, when it comes to terms of like stopping there, where we're going to scale it 1 to 10, where 1 was atrocious and it all stalled, and 10 was lovely and smooth and everything under control, where would you put yourself there?
A 10, I think that's the best stopping I've done.
It is. Everything was under control. How did it feel when you did that?
Fine, good.
What do you think made the difference? What made it a 10 that time, do you think?
I know when I was going to do it and I was calm.
Did you feel like you had plenty of time?
Yeah.
Good, because you'd thought it through from
Yeah.
long back. What we're hoping to do is to have the same feeling when we get to junctions. At the minute, because it's all new, you're probably feeling a little bit like, ooh. What I'd like you to think of this time as we go round and do a lap is, remember to breathe. Because as we're coming up the junction, you stop breathing. Because you're concentrating hard.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking about keeping your breathing going. It doesn't matter if we come in a little bit slower and we stop a little earlier. It doesn't really matter. What we're after is just getting the routine in place.
Yeah.
So what do you think will make a difference this time? So what the last lap that we did, how would you mark that 1 to 10?
10.
Okay, cool. How did it feel when you were coming up the junction?
A bit better than what it did on first time.
Good. Did you feel like you had plenty of time, or did you feel like it was maybe a little hurried, or did you feel everything was okay?
I felt like I had plenty of time.
Okay. Always better off having too much time than not enough.
Yeah.
What do you think would happen if you didn't have enough time?
I'd panic and probably start the car like I did up there.
Oh, that's neither here nor there. The coming round there, the pedestrian or the cyclist on the road, I think he was texting, I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But he didn't know we were there, did he?
No.
So your use of the horn there was exactly right, because he was there like, oh, all right, I'll get out of the way. Because he's just stood in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
That's good. Great. Whenever you're ready, it's another go.
Oh God.
That's good. Well done. You remembered the blind spot this time.
Yeah.
Excellent. We'll go left at the end of this rod.
I've done it. Yeah. I've done it this time.
So I'll just leave you to work it through. Do what you think you need to do.
God. signal.
Yeah.
Oh, what have I done?
Yeah, handbrake neutral. So we'd stalled there that time.
Yeah.
What do you think caused that?
Lift my clutch up.
Clutch was a bit quick, but which gear were we in?
2.
There you go.
Yeah.
Start the engine. And off you go when you're ready. That's nice. Follow the road ahead.
It's annoying indicator, aren't they?
Once you'd put the final piece of steering off, it would have cancelled itself, but it's
Yeah.
that's good, well done. You're getting the right speed for that situation. So we'll go left at the end of the road. It's good. Sometimes even just leaning across a little can give you a little bit of a better view around.
Yeah.
Some situations you might want to just move out a little just to give yourself a better view. There's nobody coming. So we'll go left at the end.
Why does it always go off on me?
What happens is, you put the indicator on left, if you steer left and then straighten up again, because we've had to steer in back past the curve, once you straighten up, it'll knock itself back on.
Okay.
So which gear do we need? That's it, well done. Nearly. This much difference in where the clutch is makes a stall. It's neither here nor there. Handbrake neutral. Deep breath. Start the engine. Driving instructor stall too, you know. I never do, of course. This is a situation where we do what we call creep and peep, where you move forward slowly so you can get a better look.
Oh, I'm not.
That's alright. Nobody coming. So what we'll do this time, let's just try this.
Oh, what's that? Handbrake, by any chance?
So, oh yeah, it's just done.
Oh.
So right foot over the brake. What we'll do is, as we get towards the end, we'll follow the line of the curve around and push the clutch down now, and then just finish the rest of the steering. So by putting the clutch in a little bit earlier,
Yeah.
it just gives you a teeny bit more time. Into first. So what you do is you push the clutch down. Once you finish the steering, into first, you're set up, ready to go. Off you go when you're ready. We're just refining it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Panic when it jerks a bit.
That's neither here nor there. It'll all smooth itself out eventually, just with practice.
Yeah.
It's because we've got a lot of other things to think about. This is the right speed for this, isn't it? Feels right.
Yeah. Should I put in gear 2?
You can do, once you feel it's the right time. Does the car feel more comfy now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So the car kind of tells you, really. So this sort of situation, when you've got vehicles parked, sometimes you get the chance to look up the inside. If there's a vehicle at this side of the road, which there is around the corner, you can look up the inside of the car and get a bit of an earlier view.
Yeah, but that seemed to do that anyway.
Yeah. So you can get a look at the inside now. You can look underneath for little feet.
Yeah.
So we're going to go left at the end. So let's work that routine through. We'll go mirrors, signal to the left. And what we're going to do is, on the final approach, your right foot goes over the brake. Whiz the steering around, clutch down. That's it, and then drop it into first just as we get to the end. And again, we're set up ready to go.
Oh, do I have to put handbrake on?
That's good. Held the car still because he had priority, didn't he?
Yeah. In gear 1.
Then once you're ready to go, off we go. Well, it'd be dead handy if he was to get lost. Is it that way?
Can I go?
What do you think?
Yeah, because he hasn't set his engine on.
That's it, good. Well done.
Oh.
Powers of deduction. That's nice. Good position now. Follow the road ahead. When we get to the end of the road, We'll take the road lean to the left. So again, it's always MSM, so mirror signal, and the manoeuvre. We're in our normal driving position. From this point here, probably you've done it, put your foot over the brake, that's great. We're going to try and wind a bit more steering on at the last little bit this time. So from about here, clutch goes down, whiz the steering round, into first gear. Look how tight we are tucked in there.
Yeah.
So there's going to be very little work for you to do when we come out now.
Yeah.
Let's try and see.
Sinking,
Yep.
isn't it?
Everything's the way. You've got it all set up on the way.
Oh.
And as you can see, it's done all the work now. Because you've got it set up beforehand.
Yeah.
Piece of cake. So again, see if we can take an early view and see underneath there's no kiddies.
No.
Take a look at the inside. That's sometimes a help.
No.
Because it's difficult here, because well, you know the speed that people come around these roads.
Oh no.
Follow the road ahead when you're ready. How'd that feel?
Good.
Do you want to have a go at that on your own at the end of here? Smashing. That's what we like to hear. Did we remember to breathe last time? I think we still forgot, didn't we?
Yeah. Can't help it.
That's fine.
Bit too much. Oh.
That's okay.
Go on.
That's it. Well done. Well, now he's gone, we can see.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's good. Well done. It nearly stalled, but
Yeah.
why didn't it?
Oh, because I.
You caught it,
quicker.
controlled it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well done. Yep. Left at the end of the road. Which gate do we need? That's it, well done. That's good.
I did it.
We're getting the control of the speed on the approach.
Yeah.
We just need now at the last little bit just to make sure we get it into first before we get line. So you may even want to start preparing just a tad earlier.
Yeah.
You don't look very happy.
Shut up, it doesn't.
So she's lost a £5 and found a £1.
Yeah.
Left at the end of the road. That's it. And we're ready as we arrive at the line.
Oh.
Well done. Find a convenient place to pull over on the left.
I'll do it when I do it last time.
Okay. That's good. And relax. Cool.
Okay.
So we've been doing that. Oh. Can't reach. Right page. Gone the wrong way. So we've been doing that as we've been coming up. We've been tucking the nose in just the last little bit and going this way. So any traffic that was coming that way, we would have to give way to.
Yeah.
But if we're coming out right, who do we give way to now?
I've only got to give way.
So both ways, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So we need to check right and left.
Yeah.
So how much time do you think we need? Or how big a gap do you think we need of the traffic coming this way?
A big gap.
Yeah, so we've got to be able to get across from there and get the car at least out of this bit.
Yeah.
But how much of a gap do we need coming from this way? Bigger or smaller?
Smaller.
Okay. So if we're coming out here, we've then got to get up to 30 miles an hour, haven't we?
Yeah.
So if we're coming out here, how long are we on this part of the road?
Not long.
And out here, how long from getting there to 30 miles an hour, do you think?
Longer than it is
So,
to get out of
I
it.
think the gap might be bigger that way.
Yeah.
You'll get used to it once you get used to judging the speed of traffic.
Yeah.
But to begin with, not necessarily always that easy, but how much do you know about the speed of traffic, do you think?
No at all.
I think you might be surprised, you know. So if you were stood here, how confident would you be that you could walk across that road if there was traffic coming?
Depending on how far they were.
You'd know how far it needed to be though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So if you're sat here waiting to turn right, and we need to clear that part of the road, if you could walk across, you can nearly certainly drive across.
Right.
So you do have quite a bit of knowledge about how fast cars are travelling.
Yeah.
You just don't think of it in those terms.
Yeah.
You just look and think, no, I can't, or, oh, yes, I can. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to turn right in the end, and then right at the end of that other road. So where we came around there, we were positioned there. Where do you think we might need to be positioned this time?
Middle.
That's it. So the white line is just to the right of the car.
Yeah.
And what I can't even say it. The wheels are straight when we stop this time. This one, we took the wheels in.
Yeah.
This time they're straight, so we need to be able to go straight to there, then turn the car. So we need to be travelling fairly slow to do that. Now, looking at the end of the road here, anything there going to cause us any problems?
Cars.
Yeah, he's parked there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So that's kind of spoilt our plans a bit. So what do you think, what sort of lane do you think we're going to have to take there?
There.
So we're going to have to do what we normally say we shouldn't, cut the corner.
Right.
But that's going to put us in the way for a bit longer, so we need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah.
So it's just a case of looking right, left, right, left, right, left, right. What gear do you think we're going to need to do that?
1.
Yep. Do you want to have a go?
Yeah.
Off we go then.
Is it engine on?
It is.
Yeah.
Onwards and upwards.
Oh.
Just a
Was that a
tad too
gear?
much on it. That's the right gear. That was a drain at the side.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant to say.
We'll go right at the end of this road.
Yeah.
That's good. And there's another car. So it's going to put us on the wrong side of the road, isn't it? So we
Yeah.
need to be absolutely certain before we go. Gently braking, clutch down just at the end. Can we see?
No.
So we need to just creep forward a little bit. Be ready to go, but also be ready to stop. So keeping right and left, right and left. And steer hard right.
Oh.
That's a bit more steering.
Oh.
So it's very awkward when they park like that.
Yeah,
I
it
had you
is.
covered there.
Yeah.
In a second when you feel ready. Oh, we'll go past your house. Don't
Well,
look.
there's straight up all this one.
No, we'll go to the end.
To end. Oh, God.
No, that's fine. There's plenty of room. So we're going to go... No, we went as close as you think. We'll go right... I'd have moved if we were. We'll go right at the end of the road, so... Mirror signal. There's no white line, but we can kind of guess where we need to be, don't we?
Yeah.
Right foot over the brake. Just at the end, clutch goes down. And then the first gear. So this is difficult because you can't really see. So what we need to be able to do...
Can see.
Oh, good. See. Well, that's good. Now you see what you've been able to do there? You've been able to get an early view.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just depended on this, you're not going to be able to see so much. What we need to be able to do is to just creep forward gently. So how are we going to manage that, do you think?
Take my foot off at clutch a bit.
That's it. And if it moves forward too much, take it back down. So let's just creep, looking right and left as we go. Once we're sure it's clear. That's right. Good. Well done. Can we go?
We could, but I'm waiting.
That's fine. Good call.
I'm
You're
not
not
too
sure?
far out.
Well, have a look. That white car's kind of protecting us, isn't he?
Yeah.
So the edge of that white car kind of becomes the new giveaway line.
Finger.
When you're ready. Well done.
Oh.
Good. Well done. How'd that feel?
Alright.
What we're going to do is we're going to go right at the end of this road.
I think it's got lines at the top of
It has. Now, he shouldn't have come through there, but he did. So, mirror signal, right for over the brake. Let's just bring it to a stop just before you stop in the first gear.
it. Oh.
That's okay.
Right. Away.
That's okay, I've got us. We'll roll back because we're on a little bit of a hill. So I've got the car held still. Once you find the bite, I'll let the brake go. There you go. Brilliant. So let's just creep forward. If it moves too quick, push the clutch down a little. Can we go?
Yeah.
Off you go then.
Oh, don't go, please.
Well done. Good stuff. We're going to take the next road on the right.
This one?
That's the one, College Road. So mirror signal. Position just inside the line, right foot over the brake. Have a look into the road. Can we go? If we can, just steer it around.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh.
That's okay. Handbrake neutral. Start the engine. Deep breath. Into first. And we'll get ready to go maybe after this car. As your mate. So once you find the bike, we can let go of the handbrake. That's good, well done.
Oh,
Just a little bit too quick. So, handbrake neutral. I'll cover you this time.
it's because there's so many cars, I'm nervous.
Lots of extra pressure. So what we need to do is to just take a little bit more time over it. So, into first. Set the gas, find the bike. That's good. Now I've got you covered this time, so let the handbrake go. So you're not letting the clutch up too much. Otherwise it lets too much power through.
Right, okay.
So you've got a lot of steering to do in a short space of time. That's good. Let's find a convenient place to pull up on the left. That's good, well done, because you've not blocked the drivers. So how'd that feel?
Not good at the last bit.
So what didn't you like about the last bit?
Kept stalling it.
Okay. Why do you think that happened?
Nerves.
That's right, because we hurried a little, didn't we?
Yeah.
But it's, if you ever think about it, did anybody die?
No. No.
So it's not the end of the world, is it?
No.
It's only a stall. Now, 999 times out of 1,000, if there are people behind you, they'll just let you get on with it. Now, we've experienced how that feels now. If there'd been somebody behind you, I'd have stopped you stalling.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want you sat with somebody going, get the bloody way.
Yeah.
What we need to do is, what do you think, if you're in that situation again?
Try not to be as nervous.
It's easy to say, but not hard to do. Hard to do, though, isn't it? You just say, don't be nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think to yourself, don't be nervous, well, you're automatically nervous, aren't you? That's the way that these things work. It's like if I said to you, whatever happens, in the next 20 seconds, you mustn't think of a penguin driving a Ferrari. You've already thought about it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, but that's okay, we'll let you off with that one, but you mustn't assume now. You mustn't see that car changing to green. And it already has, hasn't it, in your mind, because you've thought about it.
Yeah.
So if you think, don't be nervous, you're going to be nervous.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes useful to find something else to maybe latch on. Something positive to think about. So what could you have done, do you think, that would have stopped the stall?
Take deep breaths.
That would certainly help. But if you took a bit more time, do you think that might help?
Yeah.
So when you're feeling pressurised, the tendency is to want to hurry. Oh God, get it done.
Yeah.
But what you've got to try and do, and it's easy to say, but not easy, is just think, take your time. And because if you think about it, set the gas, find the bike, you can do that perfectly well, can't you?
Yeah.
Look how well you can do it on that massive hill. So if you can do it there, you can do it there.
Yeah.
But it's just remembering.
Yeah.
So the one thing that you mustn't do is worry about stalls. Because it's the easiest thing in the world to go home after an hour in the car and you've stalled once and that's all you can remember. You just think, oh, it was rubbish. It wasn't really, was it?
No.
It's only a stall. Happens to me.
Yeah.
If I let you in a little bit of a scene, I stole the car when I jumped in it tonight before I came over here. So I've been driving a different car. I just let the clutch up quick. So how do you feel that's working? Do you feel like we're getting on top of the situation, aren't we? We're getting the routine nailed down. What we'll do is we'll go to the end of the road and go left.
Left.
Do you want me to help you, or do you want to just have a bash completely on your own?
I'll do it on my own.
Grand stuff.
Engine running, isn't it?
It is. Off you go when you're ready. end of this road, we'll take the road leading to the left, please.
Yeah.
That's a nice speed. That feel comfy?
Yeah.
You're ready for anything, aren't you? That's good. Left at the end of the road. Which gear do we need to move off?
Oh.
That's it. Well done. Good. Well done. It's a good decision to wait.
Can't see.
You're doing the right thing. Creeping people until you can. That's a lovely pull away. How did that feel?
Alright, actually.
Next road to the left. That's it, well done. Are we okay at this speed, do you think?
Yeah.
This gave us about right as well, wasn't it? Nice. We'll find a convenient place to pull around the left.
Oh, I pulled the handbrake up.
We'd stopped there. The car was stopped, so I think it's fibbing.
Oh, okay.
Did you?
Trying to make me fail.
Well, I looked this time and I thought, well, it's beeped and we have actually stopped, so I don't know what
Yeah.
that was about. How did that feel?
Alright.
Okay, so
Better.
if I was to ask you, how did you feel? Again, 1 to 10, where 1's rubbish and 10's really good. How did you feel you controlled the speed on the way in?
10.
How did you feel the steering went on the way in?
10.
How about the gear changing?
10.
Observations?
10. I think
How
it all
about
went fine.
how about our when we were coming out of the junction? How do you think our observations were then?
10. Good.
We spotted the park car. We spotted the car coming.
Yeah.
If I was to ask you, how did you react in terms of the road you were going into? Do you think you handled that at the right speed coming out?
Yeah.
Because there was a problem with the cars on the other side, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So, is there anything you could have improved on that?
No.
Who did all that?
Me.
Did I help at all?
No.
Would you say that was progress?
Yeah.
So how are you feeling about it?
Good.
Excellent. So it's very easy to think, ooh, we stalled earlier, and just focus on that. It's always a case of trying to remember at the end how much you got right and how much you got wrong. If you got more wrong than right, then you've got a problem.
Yeah.
If you get more right than wrong, you're making progress.
Yeah.
Right, well, you ready?
Which
And we'll go
one?
left at the end of the road.
Left.
That's it, well done.
Ready to go on, isn't it? Oh!
Oh, that's me talking about stalling. That's it, well done. What do you think caused that?
I left my clutch up a bit fast.
It did, just a bit.
Yeah.
Start the engine, deep breath, let's have another go. Oh, he went the other way.
Oh, okay. Better for me.
Can you feel the car just straining to go?
Yeah.
Take the clutch down a little bit. What we're hoping to do is when the handbrake goes off, the car should stand still.
Like that.
Let the handbrake go, let's see. Absolutely
Yeah.
bang on. Because of course you need to move away a little slower here to get around the car. Off you go when you're ready. Don't forget the quick blind spot. Blind spot check. And away you go when you're ready. That's beautifully controlled. Well done. Good. At the end of the road, we'll turn left, please.
I think this might be a little hill.
It is. That's why we're here.
Is it harder to stop on the hill?
You might need to brake a little later. So what we're going to do is we're going to just right foot over the brake, tuck the nose in just before you stop, clutch down, and then the first. Handbrake because we're on a hill. And all we're going to do is just it's the same as we've done before the junction, we've just added a hill start to it. So it's a little bit. Yep. Do what you think you need to do. I've got you covered.
Do I take my handbrake? Right.
What do you reckon?
I'll stop still with it.
Well, let's try it. I've got you covered if it doesn't. So clutch up just a teeny bit. That's
I'll press it down instead of up.
That's okay. You've got it now, though, haven't you?
Yeah.
When you're ready, off we go.
Oh no.
I'll tell you what, we'll wait for him. Look how fast he's coming here.
I know.
So, this is a 20 mile an hour speed limit, isn't it? How fast do you think he was going now?
Not 20.
So, I've got you on the brake, so find the gas. Find the gas, find the bite. I'll give you the clutch back now. And once we get a gap, so do you think we can go maybe after the white van?
Yeah.
So we're ready to go. Once he's gone by, we'll just lift the clutch a little more. And away you go. Nice. Well done. Obviously I jumped in when that car was coming because he was absolutely flying.
Oh, left out next one.
We'll take the next road to the left.
Yeah.
And so we're in the right position. Right foot over the brake. Just follow the line of the curve around.
Oh.
That's okay. Well done. Good stuff.
At least you were patient behind me.
People nearly always are.
Yeah.
You just get the odd loon. One of that guy in the silver car. He had to be doing 50 odd mile an hour there when we first saw him. Next road to the left.
This one.
That's the one. So, right foot over the brake when you're on the way in. Until we're sure we can go. Is he going to cross the road or is he going to wait for us?
He's going to wait for us.
Okay. Ease the brake off. Steer in the corner. That's it, a bit more steering. That's good. So it'll just trundle around the corner on its own.
Yeah.
Follow the road ahead. So it's for situations like that, I'll always jump in with the pedals.
Yeah.
And keep us safe and then tell you that I've done it and tell you why.
Yeah.
Although I think that it was fairly obvious because the speed he was travelling, it's less than helpful.
Harder.
Next lot next road on the left, please.
This one.
That's the one. So again, right foot over the brake and just let the car trundle on its own. So you just get your foot above the brake but not braking.
Yeah.
See how it'll just trundle. Run like that forever. We'll take the third road on the right. This one's the first.
Oh,
yeah. Two. So we'll take the next one. That's good. So we always have a look into the road. If we can go, off you go. If not, we would wait. Now you would never start a turn that you can't finish. So we always want a good look into the road before we do it.
Yeah.
And we'll follow the road around.
Oh, this is a bit harder.
A few more cars this time. Does this feel like the right speed?
Yeah.
That's because it is. You can always tell if you're feeling like, oh, you get that edgy feel, you're probably a bit quick.
It's that what I can't see because of
Yeah, so anything you can do to help that, do you think?
lean.
That's it. Exactly right. They have to be wider these days because of the airbag behind it.
Yeah.
This makes life a little awkward, doesn't it? Yeah, we can look underneath and look the inside.
Yeah.
That's great. Well done. Nice. So finally we found some parked cars.
Well, that's another thing I'll probably be scared of birds.
All right.
I'll be scared of wood animals.
They're pretty good at getting out of the way, actually.
No.
And we'll find a convenient place to pull over on the left. Somewhere near your house, if you like.
Yeah. I'll pack and go on that spot.
That's good, well done. How's that?
Better.
How's that feel? Good. So it's, let's have a look. Oh, gosh. So there's lots of things. Lesson number 6 is quite a big one.
Yeah.
There's loads and loads of targets. But it's something that once we've done that, your hazard drill and the basic drill, we're going to apply that to everything.
Right.
Whenever we see anything that's affecting us, we drop into that routine, mirror signal manoeuvre. You might not do every part of it, but you always think about it.
Yeah.
Mirror signal manoeuvre, position, speed, gear, look. It's always based on what we can see, what we can't see, and any variables. So, what we would consider doing if we're on the major road on the approach to a crossroads? Well, we haven't done any crossroads yet, so we'll come back to that one. So, observing busy crossroads, you can identify who has priority. That's something to maybe think about when you're out and about on the road. It's because that's the wrong. I'm just going to say, why are we doing crossroads? That's the. I'll start that again.
Okay.
That was a deliberate mistake to see if you were paying attention. You do realise that?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Do you believe me?
What crossroads are.
So, what you would do considering the approach to a junction on the left and which you wanted to turn and why. So, well, we've done that. So, what do you think that is? What would we do as we're approaching a junction we're going to turn?
Look at all your mirrors.
Yeah.
Your blind spot and creep out.
Okay.
See if there's any cars coming.
That's good. The blind spot you wouldn't necessarily look at, depending. That's normally for when we're moving away from the side of the road. But at a junction, if you were sat a long time waiting to say turn right, you'd check because maybe a pushback could come up the side of you.
Yeah.
But that's good. On the approach to a junction to the right, where we've just done a couple of those, what is it we're doing there? Oh, what's better?
Same, look through that.
It is just the other way, isn't it? The difference between an open and closed junction. What do you think that
Open,
is?
you can see more. Closed ones, you can.
That's good. And what would that do to your speed, do you think?
Slow it down if you can.
That's it. Good. So, demonstrate how to safely negotiate a short circular route with a number of left turns into and out of simple and quiet junctions. Have we done that?
Yeah.
Well, was that with help or without?
Without. Some with.
It was. We started with, and then we ended up without. So, how to safely negotiate a short circular route with a number of right turns. Have we done that?
Yeah.
With or without help?
Without.
It's without, isn't it? Right and left turns in and out of simple quiet junctions. The end here.
Yeah.
Top. Cool. With or without help?
Without.
Excellent. More complex T and Y junctions we haven't done. We've just done the basic right angle ones.
Yeah.
We come back then and predict the likely best gear to negotiate a series of junctions. Have we chosen the right gear each time?
Yeah.
With or without help?
Without.
It's not bad, is it?
No.
Okay. So, when we're at junctions, what kind of road users do you think are more at risk?
Bikes.
Yeah, cycles certainly. Anybody else?
Us.
Yeah, it is us, isn't it? Because if we'd gone out and that silver car was coming,
I know.
so there's more likelihood of an accident at a junction because you've got traffic coming into conflict.
Each way, yeah.
So, how do you think the condition of your vehicle might affect your liability to have an accident?
What do you mean? Say that
So,
again, sorry.
if your vehicle wasn't in the right condition,
Or it can confuse people.
how about if your brakes weren't working properly? What do you think that might do?
You can crash.
You can. What about if somebody else's brakes aren't working properly?
They can crash into you.
That's right. So you can only work on what you've got, but you can sometimes second guess, like the guy in the silver car. How likely is his vehicle to be in good condition?
Not much.
Why do you think that is?
Because they were ragging it.
That's right.
He didn't care about it.
That's right. Ragging it. I love that phrase. So sometimes, I mean, you can't always judge this, but you know, you sometimes hear lads saying, "Oh, I'm always getting pulled at me." That's because you've got a whacking great spoiler on your car and you're driving it like a pillock.
Yeah.
So the police know that it's probably not insured and it's probably not well maintained. So the condition of your vehicle can affect that. I mean, it's. How about if your windows are dirty?
Can't say it properly.
That's right. You might make a decision that isn't quite right. So
Yeah.
there's all sorts of factors come into play. That's good. Excellent. We're going to carry on with the same stuff again, but we're going to take it to more and more junctions.
Yeah.
And of course, while we're doing that, we're also still working on all the other bits and pieces because we're doing them all the time.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I think would perhaps be a good plan for next time. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's good.
You think that's okay?
Yeah.
Where do you think we might need to go to do that? Any idea?
A busy around.
Maybe slightly busier, yeah. And different kinds of junctions. But what we don't want to do is get it so busy that it affects how you're feeling.
Yeah.
So if we're in an area and you're feeling a bit sort of, ooh, we can change it. We can come back to a quieter area.
Yeah.
So if we're doing okay, and then we go to a busier place, it gets a bit better, and come back to a quieter and build up to it again.
Yeah.
So I think probably a similar area, but we'll move further and further afield, doing
Yeah.
more and more junctions, which probably means that we might bring roundabouts into it, because we're going to have to cover them, but just at a basic level, and we'll talk you through it. So again, I think so. More junctions. Perhaps more traffic. So again, afterwards, what did you enjoy? What went well? What didn't go well? So you've got used to that kind of thing now. And again, what it is you'd like to do. If you get the chance, have a look at the other bits and pieces, the DVD, the workbook.
Yeah.
Find the thing that works for you best. So you've got it all in one place now. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Splendid. Then I've got us down for Friday. You finish at 12:30. If I pick up from work,
Yeah.
I'll drive you away from work next time. It's probably a little bit too busy
It is
at that
very
time for that. So it's not far to come up here. So
Yeah.
it's not you want that.
No.
Splendid. Oh, I'll get hold of you. I'll bring me a workbook. There it is. Oh, you need to get your bag out the back anyway, so I could have just left that in there, couldn't I? I'll tell you what, I'll put that on the back seat with your bag so you can get them all at the same time. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Rather than trying to clamber out. Right, that's lovely.
Yeah.
I mean, do you feel that it's going the way you want it to?
Yeah.
Anything that you would rather have done? Or anything that you want to put more emphasis on? Have a think about that afterwards.
I will.
What you felt good about. Particularly focus on what you felt good about.
Yeah.
Because it's all very easy to think, I didn't do that very well, or I didn't do that very well. And quite often these mistakes are just the tiny little things that mean nothing really.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't run anybody over, have we?
No.
Not yet.
No. Just never got killed.